Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 27 of the first start, our quest to win the Champions League with Arsenal. And since our last episode, we've had a little bit going on, and we did, of course, have a very tight, tense Champions League quarterfinal against Paris, where we just about snuck through. 2 games since then. First up was against Watford, and this was an absolute snorefest. Very little happened. You can see our defence was our best players. Their goalkeeper was their best player, and that pretty much sums it up. We had 2 shots on target the whole game. Not a classic, and definitely glad that one wasn't on the channel for you guys to suffer through as well. Then we played Manchester City. Now, this game, we were really poor in the first half, and to be honest, when we went behind, I didn't see a way back. Olsen got a goal, as did Reiss Nelson. We brought Nelson off the bench. When did we bring him off the bench? The 76 minutes. So just when it was already at 1-1. He changed the game. He was absolutely brilliant. And yeah, we ran right towards the end of the game. We could have won by a lot more. And to be honest, I didn't see that happening because we were quite poor in the early stages of that game. So today we're going to have Burnley in the league. Now they're 6th. Now, we're going to have a bit of a spoiler here. They have just beaten Liverpool, which is fantastic for us, but that does mean that they are a very good team. And then we're going to have, speaking of Liverpool, the first leg of our semi-final, and this is a grudge match of the very highest order. Now, if we have a look at the league table, as you would suspect with Liverpool losing, we've got 2 games in hand now because they've already played this game weekend, and they've won. 2 games in hand, 1 point up. It's looking decent. If we do happen to go and beat Burnley, we can go 4 points up, still with a game in hand, and then things start to look good for us for this league title. Now, it's not all about the senior team this episode, because look at this. Our under-18s, not only have they won the Youth League, which is incredible. If we go here into the final, you can see 5-3 in extra time. They've beaten Manchester United in the final there. There's probably some names there to remember. If you want to have an academy product named after you, of course, just leave a comment or message me on Twitter at Aussie Villain. But then we went and won. We're in the final of the UEFA Youth League as well. And look at this, Thomas Houlihan. I let you go back and play, mate, and you've opened the scoring. You've essentially got the winning goal. So that was really, really good. Bergkamp played as well. Not with quite as much luck, though, in front of goal. But there we go, our 2 academy products named after you guys, and they have helped fire the under-18s into the youth final. And we had that against Bayern Munich, which we will see this episode. Will we know it's on the 27th? Yeah, so we will get to check up on that in between games here. So that is something that we will definitely look to do. So I will let Houlihan and Bergkamp go back and play in the final as well. But let's have a look at the team that we're sending out for Burnley. And of course, all the goals in between episodes from the senior team. You'll see them at the end of this episode on Goals of the Month. Now, we are sending out very much as the second string team because we want our first team, obviously, for the Champions League semi-final. So it's Butland in goal, Kolasinac, Chambers, Koscielny and Bellerin as the back 4. Ramsey and Xhaka in midfield, Olsen, Nelson and Smith Rowe in behind Pellegrini. Come on, boys. Now, my very limited maths tells me we need 3 wins and Liverpool can't catch us. Now, that's assuming they win all their games. They have 3 games left, so conceivably they could do that. But yeah, so this is where we're at. We are 3 wins away, and I would love to go and get one of those wins out of the way right here, right now. Because we have Cardiff to play as well, is our next league game, which is winnable. I think we have Wolves as well. Now, we have Spurs and Chelsea as well, so they're obviously going to be tougher games. So yeah, I have kind of, I guess, have an eye on. I mean, 6th in the league is not easy. And, you know, if you go on that, this is actually a tougher game than Spurs. But yeah, this is at home. I would like to think we could go and get one of our wins here. Cardiff, who are 19th, that would be the 2nd, and then Wolverhampton, who I'm not sure exactly where they are. But that would ideally be our 3rd. And then we can go and celebrate the title as we play Spurs. Let's get that away. Ramsey's there to do just that. Here's Reiss Nelson. He has, since we've used him in the middle here as an attacking midfielder, not as an advanced playmaker, he has been an absolute revelation. See what Smith Rowe can do here. Pellegrini's in the middle. He's running into a little bit of trouble there. But Nelson picks it up. Maybe you've got a man in so much space there. But we're going down the left here. Kolasinac gets the ball in. Pellegrini! Oh, just over the bar. That's a good start, though, isn't it? Minute and a half into the game, and we're just testing them ever so slightly. Let's give it a get creative. Let's see what we can do here. Butland in goal has been doing a pretty good job so far. Chambers in for Ramsey. I think he turned the wrong way there. Playing Chambers into a little bit of trouble here, but it's okay as long as we don't go and give the ball away. Yeah, maybe just use your wingers here, mate. There we go. Out there all the way to Olsen. see what he can do. He's played well the last couple of games as well. He's not in the European squad. That's a cracking ball for Pellegrini! Oh, what a finish from the young Italian striker. And as I was saying, the ball in from Olsen. He's been playing really, really well lately. He's not in the European squad, so we can't play him in Europe. But to be honest, he's fresh and he's firing in the league, so I'm okay with that. He is. Look at this pass. He's run last minute, sucks in the defender. Pellegrini 1-on-1, and that is a rocket into the back of the net. We'll take that. Won't be 6 minutes in, or 7 minutes in, technically 7th minute of the game. And we are 1-0 up despite having very little of the ball. Now let's make sure that we go and keep this lead here, please, boys. Bellerin's won that. Still with Burnley, though. Burnley 6th. That is definitely the surprise of this league season, isn't it? That's a good header from Kolasinac. Down to Smith Rowe. What can he do? Smith Rowe hasn't been as good this year as he was last year, but that's being said, this is a cracking run. Can he pick up Pellegrini in the middle? He can. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a stonewall penalty. He's been absolutely bear-hugged by Gibson. Now, is that... I don't know what Gibson that is. Now, here's Pellegrini, a chance to get up, dust himself off, as they say, and take the penalty. This would be huge. 10 minutes in, 2-0 up. Oh, good penalty from the young Italian. He's going to be a superstar, isn't he? I know he's highly rated in real life, but 22 league goals as an 18-year-old in the Premier League. That is very, very impressive stuff. We don't need to see... Oh, well, let's see it again. Let's just bathe in the glory for a second. Not the best penalty, to be fair. It could have got a little bit closer to the post, perhaps, but... Job done, really, isn't it? Let's show some passion here, even though we're looking motivated. Probably an incorrect shout there on my behalf, but we'll take it. Let's go. Let's not let this in, Butland. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, not much of the ball here, has to be said. Now, we are standing off them a little bit because they like to play direct. So when a team likes to do that, I always think the best thing is just to stand off them a little bit and just kind of, let them have it. If they don't, let them do what they want to do, basically. So we are hitting them on the counter-attack, and we're doing it with great effect so far. So that's fine, isn't it? Granit Xhaka out for Olsen. What can he do this time? In for Reece Nelson. Turns into a bit of trouble there. Shot deflected, and are Burnley going to hit us on the counter-attack? It doesn't look like they are. I think this is going to be Koscielny's last season for us. His contract is up at the end of this year. He's 34. He's got decent coaching attributes, actually. It was well claimed by Tom Heaton, wasn't it? So I'm hoping, to be honest, that he decides to retire and that we can get him at the club as a youth coach and then look long-term to bring him into the first-team coaching staff. There's a good ball, but headed away. That's kind of my plan for him. I don't think we're going to renew him as a player, though. He's still good, but I don't want to renew him, but I kind of want to keep him as a coach. Pellegrini! Oh, almost a hat-trick. I want to keep him as a coach, but I don't want to keep him as a player. So... Selfishly, I'm hoping he retires. Though, to be fair, he could easily go and play another season or two elsewhere as a player. If we have a look at his attributes there, you can see he's still very good. I don't want to renew him as a player, but because we have other options that are younger and yeah, arguably better. But it's more the pace as much as anything, because I want to try and play with a high line. So, yeah, I'm doubting myself even as I say it. I have kind of made my mind up. I'm trying to be sort of ruthless about it, but he does still have a lot to offer. So, I don't think he will retire. I don't think we'll be that lucky. Let's put pressure on him here. He looks a bit nervous. Burnley trying to play out from the back, which is fine if that's what they want to try and do. It doesn't scream Burnley, does it? Xhaka's done well there to win that. Nicks it away to Nelson. Come on, we got a man in here, lots of space. I'm assuming Ramsey. Olsen's gone inside himself, though, for Pellegrini. Can Pellegrini get his hat-trick? Pellegrini! Oh, can he have a 23 goals now this season? Between him and Aubameyang, absolutely on fire. They've got 50 goals between them, I think, at this point. But that's 3-0. 3 goals for Pellegrini before the break, and we might be able to look at making some subs here. I don't think I have Bergkamp on the bench or Houlihan because I want them fresh for that under-18 final that's coming up. No, I have Lacazette on the bench. It might be a good opportunity to give him some game time, actually. It might be a good time to... Anyone else here? Holding is another one. He wants to leave now because he's not getting enough game time, which is fair enough because he's not getting much game time. But I'm not sure what we want to do with him either. His contract he has a contract, so we can't... what do we say here? Don't let your performance levels drop. That's probably sensible. We'll get back out there for now. Yeah, so his contract's up, so it's another kind of reason to maybe let Koscielny go, even though Koscielny is better than Holding. If we have a look at Rob Holding here, he's not terrible. He's not Koscielny, but he's not far off, and he has better physical attributes. So yeah, it's a difficult decision, but that's, difficult decisions are what you have to do, aren't they? But let me know what you think in the comments with, Koscielny. Just another look so you can kind of see there. He is still very good, but he's also 34. Do we want to offer him 90 grand a week again? Positioning's good. Maybe we should have a look and see what we could get him to renew at. Maybe if we could get him to renew at lesser money, but then it's taking game time away then from younger players that are actually the future. So I'm thinking I might stick to my guns and not renewing. But if you want to try and twist my arm elsewhere, because we do have an amazing young defender that's in the academy. And like I say, if you do want to have an academy product named after you, I would recommend this defender because I think he's going to be Tony Adams-esque, if I'm honest. Then let me know, as I said, in the comments or on Twitter. But yeah, I think we need to let him go. But it's indecision. It's just rife with indecision. There's a good tackle from Kolasinac. It hasn't been the best second half, but this sometimes happens, doesn't it? If you tell them not to get complacent, often you'll get this sort of result. But if this is a team that beat Liverpool, then I'm quite happy with this. This puts us 2 points away from the league title, 2 wins, I should say, assuming that Liverpool don't win. Let's get that just past the post. Yeah, assuming Liverpool win out, it puts us just 6 points away. Barring an epic comeback here. I don't think Butland quite had to tip that round the bar, but that's okay. Better safe than sorry. Alright, let's defend this and start thinking about Liverpool. That's going to be a really tough game because we beat them, I think we beat them, was it 3-0? Or we beat them relatively comfortably first game of the season or early in the season. And then we played them a couple of episodes back and they absolutely spanked us. Was it 4-1? Might have been 3-1. I think it was 4-1 though. They destroyed us. So I'm very, very nervous about playing Liverpool again. Because the other semi-final was what? It was Monaco and Man United. I'm thinking it's going to be Man United in the finals. That's a good touch from Reiss Nelson. Oh, how did he miss that? He could have shot anywhere, but he decided to hit it straight into Heaton's chest. That wasn't the best finish from Reiss Nelson, was it? Ball comes in again. It's headed away. It's still there for us, bouncing around a little bit. We still have time to go here. We might find ourselves in a bit of trouble on the counter-attack, but no, Kolasinac is there. This has been a really good performance, hasn't it? They've had one shot on target the whole game. Is this going to be a second? This is 15 seconds to go. It's the end of the game. 3 points in the bag. It's headed off target. That will be that. So, good, solid start to the episode, 3-0. If you are enjoying this too, guys, at any point you find yourself enjoying the video, please do hit thumbs up. It helps people find the channel, and I'm very grateful. And, of course, if you are new, make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss anything. What do we want to say here? Don't get complacent. I think it's probably a good shout considering what's coming up next. Lacazette's just not been on form for us this year, which is disappointing. It's one of those. Pellegri's been playing more and doing a good job. Look at that. There we go. 4 points clear with 4 games to go. 3 for our opponents. Yeah, so he hasn't played as much. So perhaps there's a little bit of rustiness, I guess, not being in the first team. But another 7.25 million off to Monaco for Pellegrini, which is fine because he's been brilliant for us. But guys, wait right there. We will be back for the Champions League. Alright guys, welcome back. We're about to play Liverpool at home in the Champions League, but since we have been away, things have all gone a little bit wrong for us. We have a look at the medical centre, and we have had a major injury. It is Semedo. He is out, as you can see down there. I don't think I'm in the way. Maybe I am in the way, so we'll just click on him here. Injury, there it is there. It's 2 months basically, torn ab muscles. I wish I had them to tear, but he does, and yeah, so that's essentially the season for him, because 2 months, we're at the end of April, 2 months is midsummer, so we've lost Tomato, guys, and that is not good news, because he has been absolutely phenomenal for us. So that was one thing, and then the under-18s, I'm sorry guys, it didn't go well either. It didn't go well. We got absolutely smashed. 4-1. Houlihan, you got on the scoreboard. It was actually an equalising goal. You can see they scored in the 5th minute. You equalised for us, and then all went a little bit wrong, didn't it? Just went a little bit wrong. They looked like they were just a better team on the day. Match stats wise, looked like we played fine. Match rating wise, they were definitely the better team, weren't they? So unfortunately, guys, hopefully it's not an omen for the senior team. But yeah, they hadn't lost a game for a long time, and then it all went a little bit wrong all at once. So that's the under 18s, but let's look at the team we're sending out for the seniors against Liverpool. It's at home, so we really need to... It's the away goal thing again, isn't it? It's Leno in goals. It's Tierney, Mustafi, Socrates, and Bellerin. He has to go back-to-back. Yeah, so we have Ben Shafe on the bench, so we might look to play him in the league, perhaps, to keep Bellerin fresh. Milinkovic, Savic, and Torreira in midfield. Awobi and Marin provide the width. Ozil and Bob Boumayang, hopefully they'll get the goals. Yeah, we don't have the two kids on the bench just because they played yesterday game time, so they're not around for this one. What do we say? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Eggert's feedback. There's nothing to report there. What do we say? It's a big game. Let's ignore the recent praise. Go out there and play a natural game. I think I like that. I do think I like that. Some calm. We have faith. Just send them out there, relaxed, hopefully concentrated, and ready for a big performance. I've learnt lessons, I hope, from when they smashed us last time. We're going to look to sit a little bit deeper, deny them space in behind. That's what they like to do, isn't it? So hopefully that works. A little bit like the Paris game. I just want nil. I want them to be nil. If we can get goals, 1-0 will be perfect. 2-0 even better. We did overcome, didn't we, the Paris away goal? But was it 3-1 we ended up winning at home, or 2-1? I can't remember. It was 2-1, I think, wasn't it, at home? Alright, this looks like it could be a Liverpool highlight. Can we nick this? Doesn't look like we can. Cross comes in. It's cleared from Torreira. Come on, boys. Oh, it's coming back at us. Kovacic with it. Back for Salah. Oh, we've had a warning, boys. We've had a warning. Come on. Let's be better. We're doing okay possession-wise, which is good. They haven't had a shot on target yet, though. That Mo Salah effort, that was a little bit too close for comfort, wasn't it? Let's try a demand more here. It didn't really work. Another highlight. This is what they're going to do, though, because they play direct. So they're not... We're going to, I would assume, have more possession, but they are going to... They're going to get highlights like this, where it's sort of almost out of the blue. That's too much space. Alright, we're not going to sit deep because I feel like that's not particularly working. Oh, we've gone behind. That's not good. That's not what we need. Yeah. We don't want any possession. That's the annoying thing, isn't it? But this is what they do. This is what they did to us last time too, wasn't it? I mean, there's too much space there. Too much space. It was Torreira that's got sucked over. Milinkovic Savic has then been drawn over towards Kovacic, and yeah, I think Torreira needs to hold his hands up there and ask why did you go running over when there was already men there? So we'll ask him to show some passion. Can we get back on level terms here? Milinkovic Savic has gone a little bit quiet, hasn't he? He was stunning at the start of the year when everybody else was struggling for goals. He really stepped up for us, but he has just... Oh, what's he doing? Leno, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? I don't even know what to say. That's... In the Champions League semi-final, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, why do I even bother? Let's give it maybe a calm down. We're clearly just all at sea here. We've done okay there. Aubameyang clears. We need to just get the half time, don't we? Because I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. It's one of those where, I mean, there was that one in the Champions League, was it last year for Bayern Munich, I think, where it was a bit of a stuff up, but that he didn't just sort of run out with the ball and then stop. We're going to be aggressive here. That was absolutely horrible. We'll tell Marin not to get himself sent off. I mean, the first goal, okay, we've been sort of sucked out of position defensively. You can kind of take that. The second one is just, I mean, what is that? We need to get back into this game. We need to, 2-2 is the absolute minimum we can sort of accept from this now, isn't it? Let's give it a get creative. Here's Ozil over a free kick. Mesut Ozil, it's over the bar. It's over the bar. Yeah, this is not 2 shots. They've had 2 shots on target, and we've given them 1. What can we do here? Salah's injured, so that's something, I guess. We'll give it another get creative. Do we bring Pellegrini on? Do we look to go 2 up top? Brahimi's going on a bit of a run. It's gone way too far for my likings that Bellerin was there. Do we go 2 up top? Here's a chance here. Milinkovic-Savic, can he pick out the run of a Aubameyang when he makes it? It's a little bit late making a run. We've got men through the middle though. Go on, Aubameyang. Back post for Iwobi. It's there. Alex Iwobi! Back in the game. First time Iwobi has played for a little while. And that's good to see him get back on the score sheet. I'm not convinced Aubameyang made the right run. But anyway, we got the goal, so that's okay. But powered past the defender there at the right time. Good ball across the box. Iwobi couldn't miss. We needed that, didn't we? We really, really needed that goal. Alright, so that's something. Come on, boys. Let's get creative. Let's fire up. We're so much better than we showed in that first half, aren't we? Look at this. I've had 2... If they score again from their 3rd shot on target, I will not be happy. I just won't be happy. Come on, boys. Come on. Across the box. Oh, my God. What is going on? What is going on in this game? I think... I don't know what to do because they're not creating anything, really, are they? They're just getting chances and scoring. That is that Kieran Tierney that's not defending his man there? Like, concentrate, boys. I don't understand what's happened to you. Alright, come on. Let's get one of these goals back. Torreira out to Kieran Tierney. Knocks it in. Back post. Iwobi's there. Iwobi! Oh, he's got a double! Alex Iwobi! The last thing we want when we're playing a home tie is a goal fest. But that's what we're getting. And, I mean, this is okay. I mean, we're a goal down. We're going to need to win at Liverpool. We're going to need to win at Liverpool, aren't we? We're going to need to probably win by 2 goals. If we're being honest with ourselves. Can we get back on level terms? Cross comes in. Iwobi on a hat-trick, of course. There it is. That's another goal for Socrates. We're back in this game, boys. 3-3. It's a classic. It's an instant classic. And we have come back from the brink. Now we just need to make sure we keep this going. Keep concentrated. We don't deserve to be behind. Liverpool have only created 3 opportunities. Or the Salah one at the start. Good sliding finish from Socrates. They've created 4 opportunities, let's say. And they've scored 3 goals, which they do not deserve. We've dominated this game. We've been the better team. Go on, let's give them some praise and see if we can fire them up with a bit of praise. What can we do? We've got some nervous players out there. They've been fired up by that. Can we go and take the lead? Can we take the lead? Oh, it's just over from Marin. Still plenty of time to go in this game, of course, for anybody. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Neither team have played well, I don't think, have they? Oh, that Leno stuff up. That could be what comes back to haunt us, though, couldn't it? Alright, let's concentrate and defend sensibly here, boys. Let's defend sensibly. Torreira to Marin. Marin's didn't really have anywhere to go with that. We've got a man out there. We can't block the tackle. I think we're over-committing on our closing down, if anything. I almost need to tell Torreira just to back off a little bit. He's running around like a headless chicken. Marin, that's your man, mate. You've got to stay with him. You've got to stay with him. First bit of luck I think we've had this game, isn't it? That's probably the first bit of luck. We've given them some praise. When we can give them something else here, let's give it a demand more. We haven't been great. That is one thing. Torreira, I think, he's looking nervous. We're going to bring Guendouzi on for him, I think. I mean, he's been running around so much, he's probably got tired legs. Can we snatch this at the death? There's still time. Guendouzi, it's gone back from Milinkovic-Savic. You know he's got a shot on him. Milinkovic-Savic! We've done it! We've hit the front in stoppage time. What a game this has been. What a game. There's still 3 minutes to go. Anything could happen here, absolutely anything. But Milinkovic-Savic has given us the lead. We might, the way things are going, it's too early to say, but we might end up taking a lead to Anfield, and we didn't look like that was happening for a long, long time. But this has been an absolute classic game. Let's tell them to concentrate. Let's just see out this game now, if we can. We've had 62% of the ball. Liverpool have no business being in this tie whatsoever, yet they've got 3 goals. We should be able to win that header. We do. Out to Bellerin, flicks it on again. Can we get a fifth? Can we get a fifth? Iwobi to Ozil. Let's see what we can do. It's played in. It's off. That's the final whistle. That has been, for the neutrals, a stunner. For everybody on there, I hope you've all enjoyed that. If you have, thumbs up and make sure you're subscribing, please, to help me and my channel. But that was an absolute stunning game. 63% of the ball, and we've barely scraped a win. What do we say? You've done brilliantly to come back and win that. I think that's got to be the shout. What a game of football. Hi, I'm Charlie Braithwaite outside the Emirates Stadium here in London for Aussie Villain Fan TV, looking for the fans' reaction after the home team's stunning, fantastic, exciting 4-3 come-from-behind win against Liverpool in the Champions League semi-final first leg. Let's see how the fans have reacted. German shite in goal. Sell him tomorrow on a free to whoever the will take him. We've been lucky today, yeah? We've defended poorly, yeah? And the keeper, what's he doing, yeah? We've had Butland in goal, doing a job, and we put in that foreign lad, and he goes and does that. Why have we done that? So there we have it. Despite a stunning win, it appears the Arsenal fans are more upset with Leno in goal than of the attacking play of the rest of the team. 4-3. 4-3. That is unbelievable. That was a thriller. That was an absolute belting game. I've actually enjoyed that now that we've won it. That Leno goal, though. I mean, 4-2, I'd be feeling confident. And that really should be at least what we got, shouldn't it? But guys, just goals of the month to come. Make sure you stick around for that. But for the games, that's it for this episode. We will be back. Assuming that Liverpool don't go and lose, because they play before us in the Premier League. So assuming they don't lose that, we'll come back for the second leg against them at Anfield, and then Wolverhampton in the league, where we could go and win the league. Should we have a chance to win it against Cardiff, we'll come back for that. But next episode, we could book ourselves a spot in the Champions League final and win the Premier League. That would be just a good Friday afternoon, wouldn't it? It would be a good Friday afternoon, let's face it. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Make sure you like and subscribe, of course, and I will see you on Friday. Until then, here are our goals of the month for the epic month of April. And yeah, I'll see you then. Take care.